Hi friends, today is Good Friday and this is the cathedral here, and today I'm going to show you some inside peeks into the Indian Orthodox celebration of Good Friday. And yeah, it's a very holy day when Christ was crucified, and just wanted to, it's not often that we get to see what's happening inside the Indian Orthodox celebration, the way how the mass is conducted, or like not the mass, the service is conducted. And yeah, that's what I wanted to bring to you, that it is a Malayalam service and it's a blend of Malayalam and English, so that younger generation can also understand. It's a very Orthodox celebration, so please please enjoy, and please be with us, and have a blessed Good Friday.
After that, Pilate was anxious to release him, but the Jews cried out, "If you release him, you are not a friend of Caesar. Whoever claims to be a king is opposed to Caesar."
It's a real blessing to be with you here today on this very, very holy and special Good Friday. I wanted to think with you just briefly about what it means that Christ dies for us on the cross, which is what we commemorate here today. Because of course we know that Christ saves us through his death, and that's why every year we come and celebrate together the Christ on the cross.
തന്റെ സ്ലീബായോട് വായിച്ചു തോടെ തന്നെ കുറിച്ച് കരയുവാൻ ഇബ്രായ സ്ത്രീകൾ കൂട്ടമായി കൂടി. തന്റെ മാതാവിനോട് അറിയുന്ന എല്ലാവരും ദൂരെ നിന്നു. മാതാവ് വലിയ സങ്കടത്തോടും ദുഃഖത്തോടും കൂടെ, എന്റെ പുത്രാനെ, നീ എവിടേക്ക് പോകുന്നു? ഇവർ നിന്നെ എവിടേക്ക് കൂട്ടിക്കൊണ്ട് പോകുന്നു എന്ന് പ്രാവിനെ പോലെ കുറിക്കരയുവാൻ തുടങ്ങി. അയ്യോ, നിഷേധികളായ ജനത്തിന്റെ കയ്യിൽ നീ നിന്നെ എന്തിനേൽപ്പിച്ചു കൊടുത്തു? എന്റെ പുത്ര, എനിക്ക് കഷ്ടം. എന്റെ വാത്സല്യമാണേ, എനിക്ക് കഷ്ടം. ഇന്ന് നിനക്ക് എന്ത് സംഭവിച്ചു? ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഉണ്ടായ നിന്റെ കഷ്ടാനുഭവം ഞങ്ങളെ പ്രതിയുള്ള നിന്റെ താഴ്മയും വാഴ്ത്തപ്പെട്ടതാകുന്നു. salvation for our souls. Cry along with the thief. O Lord Messiah, remember us in your second coming. Adore we thy cross by which we got salvation. Up to the moon. With the benefactor we cry out.
Alright guys, check it out. We got kanji. We're having it after the Good Friday service. There you go. Friends, my name is Bobby and today is Good Friday here and I have Dr. Samuel Kaldas here with me and he's from the Coptic church and today he gave a wonderful sermon and a very good message today in the church, in Indian Orthodox church that is beside me. So I wanted to take some time of his so that he can explain to us the true meaning, like what he explained and what message he gave. I'll keep it very short and sweet, but I want doctor to tell us, explain to us what was it like. I had never heard that message. The way how you laced it and sewed it, like all the things together with the Old Testament, New Testament, and where in regards with Adam and Christ and the church. Can you explain to us, like in a nutshell, like how did you first of all come across that particular thing in your life?
Well, so that all of those connections I learned from studying theology. A lot of it I got from Father John Bear, who's a very famous patristic scholar.
All right.
So that connection between Christ on the cross and Adam in Genesis. I think I learned that from Father John, but even Father John was getting it from the church fathers. So it's really, it's inspired by the tradition of the church that sees all of these different biblical stories as tied together, interlaced together. So
Right. So you mentioned about the prophecy that was there, and Christ realized the prophecy, and then in fact, like you went one step ahead about explaining to us that Christ is the bridegroom and how we humans are the bride, and how he selected, how he came down, how what was mentioned in the Bible saying that you shall move away from your parents and unite with your bride. So that was that was an eye-opener. Also, another thing that you mentioned, Doctor, was about the piercing of the spear and the water and the blood came out. Can you explain that bit?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so that's I think the earliest that I know of is that's in St. John Chrysostom from the 4th century.
Correct. So before you explain, let me explain to my audience that in Christianity, like when Christ went onto the cross, there was a spear that was pierced onto his side, and it is mentioned like the water and blood seeped out before he gave his life away into the hands of his Lord. So from that, so that my audience know what we are talking about. Okay, please go ahead.
Well, so the traditional interpretation of that, or one of the interpretations, is that when Christ's side was opened up, the blood that comes out is the blood of the Eucharist. So when we eat and drink Christ's body and blood, the blood that falls out of his side is the blood that we partake of every Sunday in every liturgy. And the water is interpreted as the water of baptism. So that's the sacrament where we come into the church.
Right.
So the idea is that Christ opens up his side, and the blood and the water that he takes out from himself becomes the material that brings us into the church. And the church is his bride. So it's like Adam and the rib that comes out of Adam's side to form the woman, who's Adam's bride.
Right.
The blood and the water come out to form the church. It's the food of the church and the water that brings us into the church. We become Christ's bride, flesh of his flesh and bone of his bone, in that way.
Wow, that was truly an eye-opener. I had never heard that.
It's beautiful, isn't
it? It's so beautiful. The message was so intense. I was like mesmerized by the words, that the way how you narrated it. It was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much.
I think it was a real blessing to be here with you.
Thank you so much. And any message for my audience, like who is global audience, so that as a Good Friday message, like anything?
I don't know. I mean, I just pray for me and pray for all the Christians all over the world, and I hope that we can all benefit from Christ's sacrifice and actually like live it out in our daily lives. It's easier said than done, but
so true. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, guys. I'm signing off for today. This is the Good Friday message, and I wish you all a blessed Good Friday and a journey towards Easter celebration. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye for now.